I think the main thing we have to focus on is ourselves. If we don't do our job, then it doesn't matter what the Galaxy does. So we should just focus on ourselves. And if we do a good job, then we did everything that's in our hands, and then we'll see how it goes over there.
Is it more important to finish the season feeling good about yourself and just, you're going to be home in the playoffs anyways, first or second, doesn't really matter, but if you finish strong with that confidence, is that more important?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that it's very important to have that good feeling, that confidence we had the last couple of weeks, just to keep that continued. That momentum we had the last couple of weeks, to carry that on is very important for us in that game. So, like I said, we just focus on ourselves, and if we play good, then we can have a good game there.
Last year you guys played 53 games, which was an MLS record, and it's 99 if you include this season. How have you guys managed that heavy load? I mean, it's no MLS team really has to deal with it. The roster rules are different, the roster construction, and then you guys have to go out and perform. How would you say that the group has handled the demand that's been placed on you?
I think it's like at every other team as well. You sometimes have to deal with some issues you don't want to deal with, some injuries or stuff like that. But we know that our roster is very deep. We have a good deep roster, and that's what helps us throughout the season. I think I said it in the beginning of the year already that we will need everyone in the season, and it's just like that. I mean, everyone gets their minutes, and we need everyone to play well. We need everyone to help and try to do the best for the team, and that's how we are dealing with it.
In that respect, is it better to have more games? I mean, you have a deep roster, guys who want to play and contribute, and there are going to be opportunities because you have that really packed schedule. So in that way, sort of, does it make sense the way you guys are constructed and how you've managed this based on the schedule in front of you?
I would say at some parts of the season it can be very helpful, but it can also be like very hard. Let's say you have, like we are having it right now, a good flow going on, a good momentum, good confidence. Then it's the best to have a lot of games in that time. But also if you're going through a hard time, and you should probably focus a little bit more on training and the teamwork, then it's easier if you don't have that many games. But I think for us, we all want to compete and we all want to win games. So the more games we have, the better.
Last one for me. A win is obviously critical, but winning by more than one may matter a lot. So when you think about, like, you have to do more than just win, how do you think of that? What does that mean for you and the team?
I wouldn't say it makes a difference. I think we always want to score one goal more. It's not that we score one goal and then we're like, okay, the game is over. It's always like we saw it last game. It starts in the first minute and ends in the last. We shouldn't just focus on scoring one goal. We should always try to score as many as possible and concede as less as possible. So, I would say that's what we have to focus on.
Any chance to see your brother this past week, or there was any time?
To talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's easier when he's in the States.
It's easier to call.
Yeah.
You had a big injury here, and it was a slow burn. You feel like you're 100% back? Does it feel like, or even better? Or you feel like?
Yeah.
Where are you at that?
I feel like coming back from the injury. Of course, in the beginning, I felt like okay, I could go with a whole game. But like 2-3 games ago, I really realized, okay, now I'm feeling like I can do that last push, that last, I don't know, that last sprint, that last whatever. I really feel confident again. Trust my body, and I'm feeling ready for the playoffs.
How's it with Lewis? I mean, you guys logged some time together. How is it, with a relatively new player finding some a good chemistry there?
Yeah, it was good since the beginning. He's a good guy, so it was super easy to talk to him and like just figure out what we like, how we think, how we act as a person. I think it's always very important to have that personal connection as well. And the better the personal connection is, the better it is on the field. And that's why I like playing with Luis. I think he's a good guy, and he helps us a lot.
That's nice. Better personal connection on the field.
Yeah.
makes difference.
How different is it to play with the two midfielders as opposed to the three that has been typically at LAFC?
Yeah, of course we had to change up some patterns, but yeah, throughout the last games we found our way. Yeah, and we feel confident and really good doing or playing like that. So yeah, it works out. And
You feel like you guys are covering more ground because you're missing a midfielder, or there's more demands on what you guys are doing?
I mean, modern soccer is not about like positions. Like you don't just cover that one or it's more about spacing than it is about like, okay, you're playing this position, this is what you have to do, you know. So yeah, if you're just aware of the spaces you have to cover or the spaces you have to play into when you have the ball, then positions on the paper or on the sheet don't really matter. So yeah, that's how I see it, and that's how we are playing. And you could interpret it as like 4 midfielders when you count in the outside backs, or as just 2 midfielders. So yeah, it doesn't really matter.